to For Fact's Sake, a new most relevant game show based on facts versus fiction on information about today's current pandemic. COVID-19 is here and we need to deal with it. Now, times have changed and this is affecting all of us. Remember hearing this and seeing this? These are almost figments of our imagination, and that's why we need you. Now, come join us as we debunk misinformation and fake news around COVID-19 by testing your memory and knowledge. Now, one of our contestants is going to win 15,000 shillings or more. The winning contestant can decide to come back on the next episode where we increase the jackpot by another 15,000 shillings. I'm your host, Krekaratu. Stick around and we'll show you how. Now, on today's show, our first contestant, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Zoe, and I have my game face on today. So I hope he's ready because I'm trying to secure the bag.
I love it. And please introduce yourself, sir.
I am His Eminence, one and only, nice and lovely, turned down never, violence extinguisher, shoot to kill. Kamau Njenga.
Okay. Now you've met them. Let's get to learn a little bit more about why they're here today.
My name is Kamau Njenga. I'm an actor by profession.
My name is Angela Zoe. I am a salesperson.
So COVID came in and it has affected me a lot because I used to do stage plays and it is a social gathering. And when COVID came knocking, they had to ban social gatherings. So we had to go back home, find another source of income, which it was very hard to find.
And the pandemic has hit me personally, economically, first of all. I stopped working last year and then I became a freelance agent. I lost my stepdad recently and been battling mental health problems, but all we can do is the best, right? Just staying safe and listening to MOH guidelines, I guess.
I am in this game to learn one or two things and also to share my experience with people and hear how people are coping around.
I decided to participate in this game because as I'm having fun, I'll be learning something new and also engaging with different people from different places, teaching others who are watching us from home on how to be better protected and also protect the people we love.
It is so nice to meet you both and thank you so much for sharing your stories. Now, just to make it a great TV show and add some oomph, start the serious issues on a light note, we went big on showbiz. We gave our contestants 15 seconds of fame on the red carpet. Now, let's introduce my personal favorite part of the show, the red carpet.
I am very ready for this competition and my opponent is somewhere waiting for me. I'm gonna win. Simple and clear.
It. How do you feel about that walk?
If confidence had a face, that's it.
That would be it. How about you? How do you feel about your fellow contestant here?
That's how she'll walk home because she's getting out.
Oh, shots. Okay.
On that note, let's check out your 15 seconds walk of fame.
Yes, I am ready for the show and I'm ready to meet my opponent. That's a money walk.
That is a money walk right there. Yeah. What do you think? I see you're refusing that factor.
I have disagreed because that's clearly mediocre. I have eyes. I saw that.
Great. I love the competitiveness already. Now let's move on to our first round. Each contestant will be given 2 multiple choice questions. Each question is 10 points. Whoever wins this round secures 5,000 of the jackpot. Now, for you who are watching, if you have the answers in the bag, please feel free to send them to social at africauncensored.net. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Game
I
on.
am.
All right, brilliant. Now I'm going to start with you. Is that okay?
Sure.
Are you ready for our first question?
Yeah.
All right. Now, what name has World Health Organization given the variant of concern that was discovered in India? I'm going to repeat that for you. What name has World Health Organization given the variant of concern that was discovered in India? Is it A, Delta, B, Alpha, or C, Gamma? What's your answer, please?
Hey, Delta.
Is that the correct answer? You're sticking to it and you're not moving?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Now that is correct. 10 points to you. The correct answer is A. That Delta variant is the name given by World Health Organization of the variant that was discovered in India. 10 points for you. Are you ready for your next question?
Oh, absolutely.
Fantastic. Now, the following are reasons why WHO came up with simpler names for COVID-19 variants, except which one? I'm going to ask you again. The following are reasons why WHO came up with similar names for COVID-19 variants, except which one? A, scientific names can be difficult to say and recall. B, it is easy to run out of scientific names. Or C, calling variants by the places where they were detected is stigmatizing and discriminatory. Which is your answer, please?
My answer is B.
B is her answer. You're sticking to it completely?
100%.
Fantastic. Congratulations. You have that right, where B is the correct answer. A, scientific names can be difficult to say or recall. Calling variants by the places where they are detected is stigmatizing and discriminatory. Now, these are reasons why simpler names were given for COVID-19, but answer B is exceptional. Right? Because running out of scientific names is not the reason why simpler names were created for COVID-19. All right, now we're going to award you 10 more points, giving you a total of this round for 20 points for her. Love it. Now, just like that, we are halfway through round one with still much more information coming your way. Now, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Now, so far we have Zoe, who has managed to secure herself 20 points, girl. You are securing that bag by answering 2 questions correct. Now, a quick reminder that you at home can send in your answers to social@africauncensored.net. But before that, we're going to move to our second contestant, Mr. Kamau. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's move straight into it. Your first question, okay?
Yeah.
Now, which heart muscle condition is associated with COVID-19 mRNA vaccines? I'm going to ask that again. Which heart muscle condition is associated with the COVID-19 mRNA vaccines? Is it A, parasitic, B, myositis, or C, arrhythmia? Please show us your answer. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, the correct answer is B. The heart muscle condition associated with COVID-19 mRNA vaccine is the myositis muscle. Moving on to our next question, which you got to get right this time, right? Okay. You got to get it right?
Hey.
You ready?
Yes.
Are you ready for this?
Yes, I am.
All right. Now, the first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine offers up to what % of protection? I'm going to ask that again. The first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine offers up to what % of protection? Is it A, 20%, B, 63%, or C, 70%? Do you have your answer ready? Fantastic. We're going to lock that one in. And the answer is correct. Congratulations, Mr. Kamau. The correct answer is that AstraZeneca vaccine offers up to 70% protection on its first dose. Congratulations on that. We are going to award you 10 points. Now, before we move on to our second round, here are the scores. Are you ready? Yeah. Zoe has managed to bag 20 points on the first round, and Mr. Kamau has managed to bag 10 points on the first round. Now, don't worry, you can be able to catch up because there are many more rounds. Stay tuned. instructions for round 2. Each question is worth 10 points. It is still a multiple choice question with 3 answers to choose from. Now, we're adding another 5,000, taking the jackpot to 10,000 Kenyan shillings. All right, are we ready? Okay, now we started with you, so we're going to start with you this time. Are you ready?
Yeah,
you got your answers straight?
Yeah.
All right, so your first question, Mr. Kamau, is which is the deadly fungus that was detected among COVID-19 patients in India? Which is the deadly fungus that was detected among COVID-19 patients in India? Is it A, black fungus, B, basidium fungus, or C, agaricus fungus? All right, now are you going to lock that down completely? Now, unfortunately, Mr. Kamau, that is incorrect. The correct answer is A. Black fungus is the deadly fungus that was detected among COVID-19 patients in India. That's fine. We have another question up for you, coming right up. Are you ready? You can redeem yourself.
Okay.
All right. Now, what term defines one getting COVID-19 even after getting fully vaccinated? I'm going to read that for you one more time. What term defines one getting COVID-19 even after getting fully vaccinated? Is it A, a breakthrough case, B, a failed case, or C, a special case? All right, now are you going to lock that down completely? Correct! I told you you could redeem yourself. You got that right. The correct answer is that one gets COVID-19 after getting fully vaccinated. This is known as a breakthrough case. In case you didn't know that at home, if you get it after you get vaccinated, it's a breakthrough case. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You know that, of course, because you answered that right. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
How about the other ones that I had asked before for the heart condition? Yeah, you did, right?
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about this round? Are you ready? All right.
Oh, it's getting saucier.
All right.
For sure.
Fantastic. Now we're going to move to your questions. All right. Now, in which province in China was COVID virus closest known relatives in bats first discovered? I'm going to ask that again. In which province in China was COVID's virus closest known relative in bats first discovered? Now, that is A, Wuhan, B, Yunnan, or C, Hannan?
My answer
is A. All right, her answer is A. Now, unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. The correct answer is Yunnan, being that that's where the first relative of the bats were found. Don't worry, we have another question coming up right up for you. So it's still a tie, but you can, go slightly ahead. And the second question for you is, why is it important to name a variant of COVID-19 by its numbers as opposed to naming it by the country where it was first identified? Why is it important to name a variant of COVID-19 by its numbers as opposed to naming it by the country where it was identified? Is it A, naming it by the country is inaccurate as research is yet to prove where most variants first originated? Or is it B, naming the variant by the country adds to the stigma? Or is it C, naming a variant by the country is encouraged as it is easier to communicate compared to scientific terms? Are we okay?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
And I'm going to lock in my answer.
Yes, lock it. All right, now that is absolutely correct. The correct answer is B, where naming a variant by a country adds to the stigma. Congratulations, we're going to award you another 10 points, bringing your points to 30 and yours to 20. But don't worry, we've got another round, so stay tuned. To our game show, we have had Zoe and Kamau going at it head to head, and now we are down to round 3. Now, in round 3, each question is worth 10 points, but if answered incorrectly, your contestant gets a chance to answer and steal your points. Now, this round takes the jackpot of 15,000 shillings. Who are we going to start with here? Are you ready?
Yes.
Who do you want to start with? We're going to start with Kamau.
Okay.
Remember, we're giving you 5 seconds. If you're not able to answer it in 5 seconds, then we're going to give it to Zoe to answer the question, okay?
Okay.
All right, are we ready?
Yes, we are.
Fantastic. Let's get this. All right. Now, which of the following states has announced to have registered the world's first animal-specific COVID-19 jab? I'm going to say that again. Which one of the following states has announced to have registered the world's first animal-specific COVID-19 jab? Is it A, Netherlands, B, Germany, or C, Russia?
The answer is C.
The answer is correct. Russia is the country that has registered the world's first animal-specific COVID-19 jab. All right, we're going to move on to you. Are you ready?
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay. Now, what is the collective term for public places that can get crowded and contact with infected people might happen? What is the collective term for public places that can get crowded and contact with infected people might happen? Is it A, congregate setting, B, hotspot, C, high-risk joints? What's your answer?
God. Okay, Claire, again, I'm going to lock in my answer.
Fantastic. B. Unfortunately, that is the incorrect answer. Moving the question on to Kamau. Which answer is it? Would you like me to read the question again, or do you have your answer?
No, yes, please.
Unfortunately, that is also incorrect. Now, the collective term for public places that can get crowded and contact with infected people might happen is congregate setting. All right, Mr. Kamau, are we ready for your question?
Yes.
Fantastic. Now, when was COVID-19 declared a pandemic? When was COVID-19 declared a pandemic? Is it A, June 12th, B, January 20th, or C, March 11th? Would you like me to repeat that?
No.
Okay, fantastic. Do you have your answer, Mr. Kamau?
Yes.
You do. Unfortunately, that is incorrect again, Mr. Kamau. We're going to move the question on to Zoe. Zoe, do you have your answer?
Yes, I do. Just 1 second.
Sure.
I'm going to lock in my answer as C.
C is correct. You are right. The date that it was declared a pandemic is March 11th. All right, now we're going to move on to Zoe, giving you a point there. All right, now Zoe, most people who get COVID-19 succumb from the illness. Most people who get COVID-19 succumb from the illness. Is this true or is this false?
I think I'm going to say false.
Are you sure about it?
Kinda, yeah, pretty sure.
Okay, and the answer is correct. It is not true that most people that get the illness will succumb to it. So that is it for round 3. Congratulations to the both of you for making it this far and giving us your answers on what you thought was fact and what was fiction. I hope you at home have been able to jot down some of those answers and send them to social at africauncensored.net. That brings us to an end of this round. Is the essence of this show, making sure you get your facts straight. Now, if you have answered those questions, please send them to social at africauncensored.net. All right, now we're going to tally those points. We have Kamau with 30 points. Congratulations, Kamau. And we have Zoe with 50 points. Now, unfortunately, Kamau, that means this is the end of the road for you. Thank you so much for joining us and for participating.
It's okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We really hate to see our contestants leave, but we just want to thank Kamau for taking time to participate in our game. Now, of course, you at home can do the same by simply sending us a short video of how the pandemic has affected you. It can be 30 seconds to social at africauncensored.net. Now, Zoe, How you feeling? Feeling good?
Yeah, absolutely.
But you're not out of the woods just yet. We've got a few more questions for you. Now, this is the quick fire where you answer 3 questions out of 5. If you answer them correct with only 1 pass, then you get an opportunity to make a decision of whether you want to go to the next episode to compete with the other contestants. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Fantastic. Now we're going to start with our first question. Which was the first vaccine to be authorized for use among children between 12 and 15 years? Now, is that A, Pfizer, B, Novavax, C, Covaxin?
I think I'm going to go with A.
That is absolutely correct. The answer is A. Pfizer is the vaccine that was authorized to be used between the children aged 12 and 15 years. Now we're going to go to our second question. You're doing absolutely great. Which was the first country to authorize the use of vaccine among children aged between 12 and 15 years? I'm going to repeat that question. Sort of similar, a little bit different. Which was the first country to authorize the use of vaccines among children between the age 12 and 15 years? Is it A, China, B, Canada, or C, Russia? Which is your correct answer, please?
I think I'm going to go with B.
That is absolutely correct. That's correct. You have your answer. The answer is Canada was the first country to authorize the use of vaccine among those children. Congratulations. We're going to go to the third question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Now, the potential for coronavirus to spread through smaller particles that can float and linger in the air is known as... Do you want me to repeat the question?
Yes, please.
The potential for coronavirus to spread through smaller particles that can float and linger in the air is known as A, spread through respiratory fluids, B, aerosolized spread, or C, close contamination.
I think I'm going to go with B.
That
Aerosolized, whatever.
is absolutely correct. You have another correct answer. Well done, Zoe. You are absolutely on a roll, which brings us to our fourth question. Is it possible to get the flu and coronavirus at the same time? Is it possible to get the flu and coronavirus at the same time? Now, the answers or the choices are research is underway, no, or yes. What is your answer?
I'm gonna pass.
All right, now she's decided to use her pass, which she only had 1 pass, but the answer is yes, you can get the flu and coronavirus at the same time. Which brings us to our last question. Sorry. Now, what is the best way for one to tell whether they have coronavirus or the flu or both? Now, what is the best way for one to tell that whether they have the coronavirus or the flu, or both? Is it A, through getting tested, B, by monitoring one's symptoms, or C, there is absolutely no way to tell? What's your answer, Zoe?
Ooh, I'm really not sure, but my gut tells me B.
That is a good answer. However, that answer is incorrect. The correct answer is through getting tested is the only way you can be able to detect whether you have the coronavirus. However, thank you so much, Zoe, for that wonderful round. I feel like you had a lot of them in the bag. You are just on a roll today. You should be absolutely proud of yourself. Now, Zoe, congratulations, because you have answered a lot of questions correct and you have managed to get 80 points, making you the winner of 15,000 Kenyan shillings. You love to hear it, right? You're shaking your head to that. Yeah. Congratulations, Zoe. I have a question for you. If you were to come back with that 15,000 shilling winnings, right, to our next episode and face a new contestant, we increase the jackpot to 30,000 shillings. The question is, Zoe, do you want to come back?
Oh, I thought you were asking another COVID question.
Do you want? No. It was not a COVID question.
Yeah.
It's if you want to come back and stand a chance of doubling that 15,000 Kenyan shillings.
I think I'm a risk taker, so I'm going to come back. Yeah.
That is good news. And what a wonderful way to end the show. Zoe, thank you so much for joining us. And we cannot wait to have you on the next episode, right? Of For Facts Sake. Thank you so much for joining us. And for those who have sent their answers to social@africauncensored.net. If you do want to participate on the show, all you have to do is send us a 30-second video telling us how the pandemic has affected you. I cannot wait to see you on the next episode of For Facts Sake. I am Claire Karatu, signing out.
The show was amazing. I had fun and I learned.
Some of the questions were new to me, but my competitor was also a great sport, and we enjoyed ourselves.
She was fun to be. She had more information, at least, and she was pretty.
The more knowledge you have, the more you can handle the pandemic, and it lightens the load just a little bit.
I'd like to wish Zoe all the best as she goes to the next episode. Go, share the information, make people learn, and get the money. When you get the money, you know what to do.
So thank you so much for creating a game where people can engage with us, even on social media. It's very important.
So you guys at home, observe the COVID rules, stay safe, and get vaccinated.